this week we were going to talk about an artist, but we decided, holy shit, it has been half the year already. So let's start talking about all the fantastic albums that have come out because, as per usual, there were a lot of very good albums that came out.
It's one of those where I knew that it was it's been a great year for music before I even started looking at the list of albums, and then you sent me the list, and I was like, holy hell.
There's literally so of the albums we've talked about this year, there have literally been 127 albums that we have talked about, and there have been more that we've missed on. Yeah, there have been more that we've probably missed. There's been that kind of stuff, but yeah, there's literally been 127 albums that we've enjoyed. There's been a lot of bad country albums that have come out that we haven't talked about because they're terrible.
Oh, exactly. So yeah, that 127 does not include the shitty stuff that I don't want to talk about. Yeah, exactly. So there's literally 127 albums that we're aware of that are good.
So this week we didn't want to rank them because, well, we could have, but there's really no point yet because we still have half a year to go. That our top 15 that we're going to put out at the end of the year, it's going to be different than, it'll have some of these albums on it, obviously, but it's going to be different than what we're talking about. So we just kind of want to mention the 15 or 16 that we enjoy right now. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes, okay, I did count right.
Counting.
Yeah. So the first we're going to talk about 10 of them that were really good. They I don't know, they might not be on our tops at the end of the year. They might. We don't know. But then we're going to talk about 6 that we think really stand out above all of the other ones that have come out so far this year. But just know that the 127 that we've talked about have been a good 127. Like, if I was debating actually making a list of the 127 albums that have come out so far this year, just listing them in order and everything, no particular ranking, but just to show everyone how many amazing albums have come out. And who knows, I might actually make that playlist.
You should record yourself saying all 127 of them, and then speed it up really fast and have it be like one of those legal disclaimers at the end of an advertisement. Exactly, and just like end the podcast with that.
I'll end it with, if you have burning urination, please contact your doctor. Yeah, so let's just hop into the really quickly. We'll go through 10 that are really good but aren't like our kind of album of the year contenders, I guess. We don't want to, like, these are 10 really good, just not the best. I don't know. It's hard to write.
We looked at all these albums, and then these are 10 of them that stood out to us as really good that we liked a lot.
Yeah, so these aren't in any particular order. Actually, they're, I think, in release order, because I think that's how I wrote them down. But so first off is Sara Morgan's Average Jane, which came out on January 26th. So this album it's one of those albums that when you look at the songs on Spotify, they all have the less than 1,000 plays like thing next to it because she's not a huge artist, but this album is just a fantastic, very traditional country album, and I just love every second of it because she never tries being a pop artist or selling out to be. It's like, and it's not like leaning into Americana where it's like, look how kind of weird I am. It's just like a straight up, just fantastic traditional country album, and I love that she does that. We follow her on Twitter, and she always just puts out shit of just like, what are these people doing? Like, this is not country, and it's just, I love her for all that, and the album is fantastic.
Hey, absolutely.
Then after that is Mike Moonpie.
Mike Moonpie.
Mike Moonpie and the Moonpies' Steak Night at the Prairie Rose, which came out February 2nd.
The beaches of Biloxi got the best of me again. On that of me again.
We saw them. Was it right after this album came out?
I thought it was right
Iowa
before
City?
it came out. I thought
it
it
was one
came
or
out.
two.
Yeah, because I thought it was we saw him, and then it was like literally that Friday it came out, or like the very next
I
week.
think it was the Friday before it, because I remember knowing the words to "Steak Night at the Prairie Rose," or at least remembering the song, or maybe I'd heard it before. I don't know.
I thought. I mean, not to beat the dead horse, but I'm pretty sure. I feel like I remember him playing songs, and when I listened to it later, I'm like, yeah. But now that I'm saying this out loud, I think I'm wrong, and I think you're right.
But anyway,
now my brain is broken.
It came out right around when we saw him.
Yeah. Regardless, we saw
open for Jason Boland.
Yeah, we saw live songs from Steak Night at the Prairie Rose. That happened.
Yeah.
And it was good.
This album was just beyond fantastic. If you don't know Mike and the Moonpies, we'll do an episode on them eventually. They're just a fantastic, very traditional country band. They do a lot of songs about touring and stuff, which is a very traditional kind of thing.
Yep.
Hey, quit arguing, puppies.
I'll try.
But they were growling, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear that on the recording.
It's okay, Steve. We get that you're hungry and you're just trying to hide it.
I got an email from Domino's, and it took every bit of me to not order Domino's. I might, because
Temptation.
it's 2 for $5.99 each. I'm like, I could spend $13 on food.
I'm not spending money. I'm saving money. The deals.
Exactly. The deals, bro. But yeah, so Mike and the Moonpies, we've seen them live. They're actually opening for Jason Boland again in November in Iowa City. I just stubbed my toe! This podcast is going off the rails.
We're going down. We're going down hard.
But yeah, they're just awesome. They're actually at Miles. They're at Miles Zero Fest, which I really, really want to go to. If you haven't seen that, lineup's been announced, and it's amazing.
It had a really great lineup last year.
I want to see literally every band that's
it looks
there.
real good again. So yeah,
so
and
I'm
it's
very excited for
it's
that.
in January to February range.
Yeah, the
so
end of January up
it's
through
super
February
shitty
2nd,
up here.
which is right through my birthday.
Yeah, super shitty
if
up
we
here.
go-
So definitely would be worth going down there.
I was gonna say if we go, we
Vacation.
could record there, but we'd have to fly equipment down there. That would suck.
That would be a pain in the ass, and they'd probably think it was a bomb.
Yeah, probably. Which it's not. We're Americans. We celebrate 4th of July.
Yeah.
Well, I did by watching TV. Anyway. So yeah, Mike and Moonpie, Steak Night at the Prairie Rose. Check that album out if you haven't. It would barely missed out on our album of the year contention. Even though honestly, I might rethink it, and it might be my album of the year because I do fucking love this album. But yeah, next is Wade Bowen's Solid Ground, which came out February 9th.
Please don't hold it against me. I think we both know why. Think we both know why. So on 6th Street, gonna miss you under my feet. Sometimes I gotta run till I can find a heartbeat. Tell me when you see her that I was too weak to look her in the eye. Hate it when she cries anyway. Well, anyway, I think she's probably better off without me. So long, 6th Street. Gonna miss you under my feet.
Yeah, I really liked this album.
Yeah, Wade Bowen, as we talked about on the episode that we did about him, he's one of my favorites. He's like one of the tech stars that actually got me into it. I sadly missed him when he was at Country Thunder 6 years ago, I think.
yeah.
And because I think at that time I had only heard Saturday Night and a couple other songs from that album, and so I was like, oh, I kind of want to see him, but I'm not, I don't know too much about him, so I missed it, and I'm kick myself for not doing that, even though I have seen him live since, but yeah, it sucks that I missed him then. But
Yeah, I
this
still haven't
album
seen him,
is-
so I'm really excited because he's going to be at Medicine Stone, right? I thought that he's going to be at Medicine Stone this year.
Yeah, because I think he's right before Randy Rogers.
Yeah, because I thought I remember seeing that, and I was like, hell yeah, I haven't seen him yet, so that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm really pumped to see him again, because actually he's been to Chicago like 4 times, and only one time I've been able to go. Like the other ones, I literally had plans that I couldn't break to go to it, and it made me sad. But yeah, so this album itself, though, it's just... Honestly, I feel like it's more country than his previous album was. Like, his last album, which was his, I believe, self-titled album. I think that's what it was. It was a fantastic album, but this one I feel like it kind of went to Texas roots more than his other albums have been.
And it's got some Hispanic
I was gonna say,
feelings
it has
on it, too, which is really cool.
Yeah, it has the Texicana or whatever it's called, the Texican sound to it, and it's awesome. Because that's what I love Vaquero by Aaron Watson for. It had that sound to it.
You would.
I know. Then next is, I'm not going to keep going back and forth to the dates. So this one came out next in February at some point. Bonnie Montgomery's Forever.
But love goes on forever, and the highway lights, they just shine. And I will never leave you, even in the darkness of the night.
So if you haven't listened to the episode where we interview her, what the fuck is wrong with you? Go back and listen to that episode.
Go
because
back right now. Pause this one.
Pause this episode and go back to it, because fuck you for not listening to that episode. But no, Bonnie Montgomery, we talked to her and she was awesome. So who knows? We might be a little biased. I don't know. But this album is fan-fucking-tastic. She was an opera. She had a background in opera before she got into country, and she's just...
Got pipes.
Yeah, she's got pipes, and she has, like, the song Forever on it. She has, like, 4 different renditions of it, and they're all different genres, and they're all, like, but they're all, like, country genres. They're not, like, it's not, like, a hip-hop beat for one of them. It's, like...
And then a polka one.
Well, because she has, like, the kind of Mexican classical guitar for one of them. There's, like, an orchestrated version one. There's a straight-up country version.
Uh-oh.
And is there one more, or is that just it? I don't remember. But it's just... a fantastic album. Uh-oh, we're reconnecting. 1 second. Hold on. What's going on? Kevin? Comcast sucks balls.
Yeah, fuck you, Comcast.
Yeah. Anyway. Alright, we're back, maybe. If it disconnects, we might have to cut this out again.
R.I.P. in peace to the podcast.
Yeah. So, yeah... Bonnie Montgomery Forever, check it out. It's fantastic. Listen to the episode where we talked to her, because she's hilarious and she had good stories and she was awesome.
Absolutely.
Next is Dallas Moore's Mr. Honky Tonk.
Kentucky seems so far away this evening. I go back with each shot of Jim Beam. Tonight I'll probably go to sleep in Texas. That's where I go when I drift off to dream. Home is where the highway is, the only road I've ever known. Home is where the highway is, live the highway and take me home.
This dude is he just sounds...
Well, the title,
country.
Mr. Honky Tonk, is very... accurate. It's just a straight up country, just straight up country rockin' honky tonkin' album. It's good.
We're seeing him in 3 weeks ish. Opening for Cody Jinks, Whitey Morgan, Ward Davis,
and Coulter Wall.
It's that's probably the best single day lineup I've ever seen.
Seriously, one of the best single day lineups ever, and suck on that, Country Thunder, you bastards.
Country Thunder is the greatest. They have the Sam Hunt playing this year.
Oh, you're right.
So I sent this screenshot to Kevin, but this girl I know, her name's Katie. I'm not going to say anything else.
Shout out.
I don't think she listens, but
Damn it! Why don't you listen? Come back.
She Facebook messaged me the other day. I got it like 4 hours later because I don't check Facebook ever, and for some reason I didn't get the app notification. But she messaged me just being like, all my friends are mad at me for saying Sam Hunt's not country. I want to go to Country Thunder, but I hate Sam Hunt. I'm just like, so I just replied, Sam Hunt is country music for people who don't like country music.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he is, and he sucks. And
Yeah, and fuck him. Fuck him.
Fuck
him!
But yeah, Dallas
Oh,
Moore.
random
just straight up-
thing. My phone just buzzed, and I got a Twitter notification. But I got followed by Jason Boland's drummer yesterday on Twitter.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, well, I'm followed by Jason Boland, so.
No!
Well, the Hodgepodge Instagram is followed by him. But yeah. Anyway, Dallas Moore, Mr. Honky Tonk, fantastic album.
Yeah,
Check it out.
goodness.
Next is Whiskey Wolves of the West, Country Roots.
The party be over when he threw his bottle at the wall. But he picked up the broken pieces to play the slide guitar. Yeah, that's the sound of the South coming through some broken people, clearing ground, pouring out from Mississippi to Alabama. Sooner or later, everybody gonna come around to the sound of the South. That's the sound of the South. Scratchy old record spinning all night long.
I really liked this album. Or
I remember
EP
this-
or whatever, because it's short as well. But it's really good. They just have they have this, because it's country, but it's got this kind of old-time jam band feel to it at times.
Yeah.
And that's really my cup of tea. So I was just like, yeah, I really like what you're putting out right now.
Yeah, this one was fantastic. I remember this one came out. I had it on the Friday's new music list, and I sent it out. And sometimes Kevin doesn't listen to that playlist because he's a bad friend. But
Exactly. And don't you
but
forget.
I remember you were playing like you had I don't know if it was on your daily mix or you just found one of the songs or whatever. But you were playing and you're like, these guys are good. I'm like, yeah, it was on the Friday's new music last week.
I was like, oh.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly where I found it.
Yeah, actually,
I was just testing you.
you were testing my friendship, and I failed. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, that's a fantastic... Yeah, they're a very old-sounding, just jam bandish kind of country thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Next is Sarah Shook and the Disarmers album Year.
Afraid of losing everything to you. My heart, my pride, a wreck inside, nothing on this jail box except the blues. Baby, if you go, it's over for good. And I'm as good as gone. No, it won't be long till the wrong song comes on at the right time. You're as good as gold. I'm as good as gone.
She's just a very outlaw / rock country
Yeah,
artist.
it really
and
is.
It's a fucking awesome album. Like, I love it. I don't remember why. There was something who, like, compared her to Waylon, and I was like, I'm okay with that comparison because this chick just rocks. Like, it's so good. It's just it's either, it sounds outlaw or it sounds rock. It's like not even, like, traditional country. It's outlaw country. Like, it sounds like that.
Yeah, and she's got a very distinct sound that once
Like
you hear it, you're like,
a
oh.
grungy voice.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
Yeah,
Interesting.
And they actually played in Chicago like 3 or 4 weeks ago or something when I was still out there, and my buddy texted me. He's like, "You going to Sarah Shook?" I'm like, "I wish, but it's in Chicago and I can't make it out there. But now I could have. God damn it!"
Fuck it up again.
But yeah, so yeah, check out that album.
Yep.
Great. Next is Kevin's least favorite country artist of all time, Jason Boland, Hard Times Are Relative.
Yeah, absolute garbage from start to finish.
Kevin has never enjoyed Jason Boland. He's been lying to you
I
this
just
entire
wanted
time
to
just to
be
sound cool.
Evil lies that look right through the pain that paid the devil's due. They don't mean nothing because I've learned. I don't deserve you, darling. Don't know what I did so right. I don't deserve you by my side.
No, but this album is good. I really liked it. I thought it was just a perfect continuation of the sounds that they have, where it was it was different, but it still kind of felt like the same, like in the same vein, and I really liked it a lot, which I probably would have liked it even if it was bad. So all right,
yeah, you would
100%.
matter. But no, yeah, it was a fantastic album. Next is Jay Bragg's Honky Tonk Dream.
I can only dance to country music. I don't two-step to rock and roll. I can spin you around with these electric sounds, but it might spin out of control. How about we leave this nightclub, hit up a honky-tonk instead? The DJ's fine, but my kind of time is an open ballroom with a neon moon, a little George Strait and some Haggard tunes. We could stay right here, but honey, I don't think I'd choose it, 'cause I can only dance to country music.
This one came out just like a week and a half ago or something like that, but I just loved it. It's just a very we talked about it obviously last week on the podcast because it had just come out, but it's just a super honky-tonkin' like dance country album. I think he only has like one slower song on it. It's like all of them are just like dance songs, like boot scooting dance songs. And I just love that feeling about it because actually I think it was people are talking about how that feeling is on its way back because Randy Houser released that new song last week.
And it's
then
good, and it's actually
apparently
good.
Garth Brooks' song was kind of honky-tonkin', so
Yeah, I haven't listened to that.
We
one
don't
yet,
have Amazon
because
Music.
it's not on Spotify because he is a weirdo.
But so like people are kind of saying like maybe the honky tonk sound is kind of making a revival because obviously, I mean, granted we've been saying it for 2 fucking years and a year on this podcast that maybe it's making a comeback, and then another fucking Bebe Rexha comes out and we're like, never mind.
Exactly. It's going so. It looks like it's going so well that all of a sudden it's just like.
But I think what we've also said is that we think that it's not that stuff is going away or that this stuff is making its huge revival. I think the fork in the road is just splitting even further and further. Like the spectrum is getting wider, or more like black and white, because it seems that you're either going in the right direction of being country again or you're just becoming a shit stain, even worse. And Jay Bragg is a new guy, and he's obviously going in the right fucking direction with like Randy Houser and Garth Brooks.